This video is going to be about headphones, all of the different types of headphones that I have accumulated over the years that I use for video production and post-production. These are all affordable headphones. Some of them go a little pricey, upwards to the $200 level, but these are all ones that if you're serious about video production and you're looking for some headphones, all of these headphones are still available on the market right now. Starting small, when I'm on a production that is more discreet, or if I'm traveling, or if I don't care that much with the audio, I'll bring this pair of earbuds. These are the Sennheiser Cx 302 earbuds. And it comes in this little pouch. And you have multiple ear pads, ear gels, I don't know what these things are called, but you can swap them depending on how big your ear is. I like that this earbud isn't a very long cable. This is long enough to plug into your camera and to distance yourself, but not too long where you need to wrap it around so that you don't have extra cable lying around. And I also like that one side is longer than the other side, so you know left from right based on the length of the cable. What I tend to do is I'll wrap behind my neck, and I'll wrap the right side all the way around and come on the right side. And what I'll do is I'll either have take one earbud out during different parts of the production, and I can have one in, and because it's behind me and there's this wraparound, it's more secure. I think the bass retention is pretty good for these earbuds. They're not the best, but for the money, I really like it. Sennheiser is a brand that I trust, and these were, you know, 40 bucks, and you just earbuds. These are pretty good. It's a durable cable. I don't see that it's gonna break anytime soon. Some cables are very cheap. This one's nice. It does get spaghetti sometimes, so you gotta be careful how you wrap it, but there's one. Before the Sennheiser, I was using the MEE Audio M6. These are very cheap. I think you can get them for $12 now. Comes in this nice little case. This is what I was using for a long time. This style wraps over your ear and then goes into your ear canal like this. And it's bendy. This is a flexible cable that shapes to your ear. I like this because it was cheap for at the time. It had good bass retention, but it's not as good as the Sennheiser. You can still find these today in different configuration, different colors. The cables were pretty sturdy. And yeah, this is okay. I still recommend those Sennheiser Cx 302s though. Now stepping up for video production, when I'm serious about video production and sound's very important, or I'm an audio recordist on set, I will use these Sennheiser HD25-1 version 2. These are, in my opinion, the best production headphones you could buy. I've used many different headphones, price points and styles over the years. And when I found these, when I discovered these, this was it. This was the headphone set that I knew that this is gonna be it. If this one broke, I'm gonna get a new one, same model. These aren't the full ear cups, so they're not that big. They're, I would say, mid-size, but they still cover the ear enough that isolates the noise from the outside. A lot of times production headphones have extremely long cables or coiled cables, but this one, this is the straight cable, and it's not that long. I mean, it's long enough where you can distance yourself from the audio recorder or from your camera, but it's not that long where you need to wrap it around. I hate these production headphones that have these extremely long cables. This one, this cable length is perfect, and it doesn't tangle that much. You don't get that spaghetti that you get with the earbuds. This is a stronger cable. On the headband, you can expand it. So if you got a big head, you can accommodate your big head by separating the the headband here to cover more of your head so it doesn't fall over. So if you're running around, if you're going in a more of an extreme condition, this will be more secure on your head. You have different colors so that you can see which is right and left. And the best feature for audio recordists is that when you're on set and you have your headphones, you're always lifting one up to hear on the outside ambient audio. What this allows you to do is, like a DJ, you can rotate one of the earpieces up. So what I'll do a lot of the times is wear the headphones like this. I'll have one side on my ear, and the other ear pad I'll lift up and it goes both directions. So I can have one listening to the ambient audio and the other one monitoring the audio being recorded into the camera or the audio recorder. The bass is great in this. The highs are great. I just don't have a criticism with these headphones. To me, these are the perfect production headphones. Sennheiser knocked it out of the park. I believe there's a couple different versions of this. When I bought these headphones, this was years ago. This was a $250 or maybe $300 pair of headphones. Now I think it's come down to like $150, maybe $200, depending on the model. There's like a plus model and a basic edition, but they still sell these. And if you're looking for the best video production headphones, this is it. Before the Sennheiser, I was using the Sony Mdr 7506. A lot of people use these. This is a very popular headphone for both video production and editing. This is your classic studio monitor style headphone. I like that it's very compact, how it collapsed. This is, if you wanna also travel with this is a good headphones to travel with. I've also seen these headphones a lot in studios, recording studios, like for music. Musicians, this is a good headset for musicians. The ear cups don't rotate back and forth like the Sennheisers do, but you could lift them up like that, flip them. You can have another person listen to it. I really like these headphones. The bass were good, the highs were decent, and the cable, I got the coiled cable version. And the coiled cable version, it's not as great when you're on production because the coil, at least with this headset, it weighs down the headphones. So what happens is the coil weighs more than the headpiece here, and it's constantly pulling you down. So you have to find ways to wrap it around, but I managed it. And if these are about $80 now, I think when I got them years ago, there was in the 100 something, but now the 7506, you can get these for about $80. And they're really good if you want more of an all-purpose headset. So that's if you do production and you want headphones when you're editing. These are decent. Some of the drawbacks though from this is that I think the headband and the earpieces, they're a little flimsy, and if you're not too nice with them, I think they could break or they could wear down. But still, I can wear these for long periods of time, and yeah, they're $80, so I would say it's pretty cheap for this quality of headphones. Now when I'm traveling in an airplane, I don't do it that often where I'm traveling where I need to go on an airplane, but when I do, I take the Bose Quiet Comfort 25. These are a little old. When I bought these, they were $300. They've since come down in price to I think about $180. But these, when I was skeptical of getting a $300 pair of headphones. These are noise canceling headphones. Very skeptical until I bought it and used it, and you know, I cannot fly without noise canceling headphones like this. And I strongly recommend it if you want to have any sanity on an airplane. What I like about these Bose is that, you know, they were sort of small, relatively small, and the ear cups, they're very soft and feels nice on my head and my ears, and I could wear this for the entire flight and not feel fatigue on my ears. I also like that the cable's detachable. This cable is Apple compatible, so if you did have an iPhone with the 3.5mm version, this would work, but now with these newer iPhones where you only have the lightning port, these aren't gonna work. But if you have an iPod, these can still be good because you can control the iPod with this controller here. So what I would do on productions where I was traveling over air, I didn't want to bring multiple headphones with me, so I brought this one pair of headphones, I used it on the plane, and then when I was on production, I'd use these headphones. I wouldn't necessarily use the noise canceling feature when I'm on production. These are decent on video production. They're not the best, they're not as good as the Sennheisers, but when you're traveling and you don't want to bring a lot of equipment, this can have multiple uses. I wouldn't go on an airplane without these. Finally, when I'm editing, I use the Audio-Technica ATH M50. This is the original model. They have an updated version, the M50X, and I believe that is around $150. The M50X has a detachable cord, detachable cable, so you can have either a coiled cable or a straight cable. But these ones, these are attached, they're permanently in there. These M50s have been a staple in a lot of my post-production. When I was working in a post-production house, a lot of guys and gals would have the M50s. I used to work in a creative space and a lot of people had the M50s. You could wear this almost all day and not have fatigue. Most people feel that way. Some people, you put anything on your head and you'll be irritated. For a lot of post-production editors that I was working with, they liked the M50s. It's very good with the bass, very clear audio, and it isolates the noise from the outside. Highly recommend these M50s.